Hey champ, I want to show you exactly how I was able to make 460% return of my investments in cryptocurrencies called REN. In November 4th, I came out publicly and told everyone on YouTube that I am making my move into REN. At that time, it was 25 cents. It was November 4th, 25 cents, okay? Now, I've made 460% return on this investment in just, 3 months, guys. Just 3 months, okay? Now, today's price of REN is 97 cents, okay? Again, when I got into it, actually, let me correct that. When I made it public to you guys on YouTube, because I got into it way before that, and I made it public to my students and my profit sharing coaching way before I let you guys know. It was roughly about 4 or 5 cents when I got into it, and when I let my students in my profit sharing know. That's why it's so important to be in my private groups, because I show you exactly the moves that I'm making, right, before I put it on YouTube. Now, the REN today, when I made it public, it was at 25 cents. So from 4 cents to 25 cents, you can see the magnitude of profits that me and my students have made. And then on top of that, today, REN price is 97 cents. I took profits at $1.10. I'm sorry, $1.09, because it topped out at $1.10. I took profits right around $1.09. So I took profits somewhere right around at the very, very top of the peak. And again, I let my students know right around here, my profit sharing again was like right around 4 or 5 cents that I was getting into REN. Now let me put this disclosure out there. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you what to do. This is what I'm doing with my own personal money. I'm not a CPA. I'm not an attorney. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not giving financial advice. Actually, I'm a refugee that came to America, didn't speak the language. With only $100 living out of my car out of college, I was able to start my first moving company that I owned for 14 plus years, debt free, without the stinky bankers, making multi-millions of dollars, which led me into having 3 other businesses, okay? And then I wasn't happy with the accumulation, so I give most of my stuff to the homeless people, guys, okay? So again, I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm only showing you what I'm doing. And again, when I posted on YouTube, which was November 4th, was not the actual time that I bought. I actually bought when it was right around here, somewhere around here, when it was like 3 to 6 cents, okay? I kept buying, okay? And I told my students right around this dip in my profit sharing, and then here is where I made it public, right around here, November, right at this dip, right, where I made it public to all my subscribers on YouTube, because I have a lot of love for you guys. And since that time, this thing has pumped significantly. So imagine if you were in my profit sharing coaching. Imagine if you were hiring me as a coach. You got to see my playbook when it was only 4 or 5 cents, guys. Okay, so you some of you guys, by being in my YouTube channel, you're not missing out, because I'm revealing to you guys the moves that I'm making in real estate, the moves that I'm making in cryptocurrencies. But notice it's not the same as if you got my playbook over here. Okay, so massive pumps have happened to REN. I believe it's going to pump more. I did take profits right around $1.09. But I still own a lot of REN, and I'm going to take more profits as time comes by. But I just wanted to do a quick video of, how I was able to make 460% in just 3 months, guys. Okay, what does that mean? That means that if I would have invested just $100, I would have made $460. If I would have invested $1,000, I would have made $4,060. If I would have invested $10,000, I would have made $40,000 or $46,000. If I would have invested $100,000, you get the pictures, guys. Okay, so the market is very, very hot. It's boiling, and I think it's going to melt very, very, very soon. I don't have a crystal ball, but pretty soon I'm going to be exiting the market myself. Okay, I've been taking profits all the way through this pump of Bitcoin, through all the other cryptos that I've owned. But just want to let you guys know that Massive gains, guys. Okay, I put it on November 4th that I'm getting into it, but I got into it before. I just made it public on November 4th, 25 cents. And today, REN is at almost $1. And I believe that it's going to go up, right? Of course, I don't want to buy it here. I'm not buying any more positionings here because I bought my stuff here, right? But again, massive gains, okay? Please don't take this as financial advice. Do your own due diligence. I am personally not buying any more REN. The market, in my own opinion, is melting down. I know there are a lot of gurus on YouTube. If you just type in "I bought Bitcoin," some of these guys that have million followers or 90,000 followers are now buying Bitcoin in the last 3 to 4 weeks. Well, they're sheeps. I know they got more followers, but they're sheeps. I'm not going to name any names. Right, but there's sheeps, because when the market was crashing, okay, let me go ahead and show it to you guys. When the market was crashing, right, if you go to my YouTube channel and type in Bitcoin, right, when the market was crashing, I was buying Bitcoin. That was 3 years ago, guys, when the market was melting down. Okay, here's another thing I was doing, right. I was into 2018 when the market melted down. I knew in my heart of hearts that Bitcoin was going to pump down the line, that I was doubling my students' Bitcoin. So if my student would give me $100 worth of Bitcoin, I would give them $200 worth of credit. Okay, who was doing that 2 years ago? No one, guys, right? So you can see in here where, you know, I'm buying Bitcoin when it's crashing, right? And again, like for example, 2 years ago, I was buying Bitcoin. You know, I bought 3,700 bucks Bitcoin. I bought a lot of cryptocurrencies, but when it was crashing. Today, you're watching some of these guys that have thousands and millions of followers, and they're now just getting in crypto. Some of them are pretty famous. They're even in real estate. They're telling you, you know, that they just bought Bitcoin when I'm telling you I'm just selling my Bitcoin. So notice the difference. I'm selling and the other gurus are buying, guys. Okay, that's why it pays to be a subscriber on my channel. That's why it pays to rub elbows with me, because not that I have a crystal ball, but I'm in tune with what's going on. In 2016, I told you guys that for me, gold was the play. And we saw gold hit all-time high, right? So I'm not the sheep. I'm not the herd that's falling into everyone. I'm actually ahead of the game, 20 moves ahead, because in 3 years ago, when Bitcoin wasn't cool, I was the only dude buying Bitcoin, guys. I was the only dude buying Bitcoin, and I was coming out here telling you guys that, hey, here's another video. It says, I invested $2,500 in Bitcoin, Ethereum. Guys, 3 years ago, right? I mean, like, Bitcoin was so cheap, right? It's so cheap. So there are a lot of gurus right now. I'm not going to name some names. You can just type in YouTube, I bought Bitcoin, and you can see some of them are in real estate, right? They just said, I bought a bunch of Bitcoin. I just bought Bitcoin. And these guys are just sheeps to me. No disrespect to them. They're smart in their own field, but you know, these are the same type of individuals that will go borrow money to get a rental house. I'm a type of guy that works a deal with the seller, and the seller becomes my own private bank, so I never have to go borrow money from a bank. Okay, I'm the type of guy that buys Bitcoin when it's not hot, when everyone's talking crap about it. Okay, the other guys are the guys that are buying Bitcoin when it's all-time high, when it's mooning, they're going into it. So there's a lot of sheeps out there that have millions of followers, but the reason they have millions of followers is because sheep follow sheep. Right? No one's going to come listen to me when the market is crashing and I'm saying, hey, I'm buying Bitcoin. I'm buying Bitcoin. I'm giving away free Bitcoin, guys. I was giving away free Bitcoin to anyone that joined my courses just a year ago, guys. I mean, a year ago, Bitcoin was like $9,000, right? Less than $9,000, right? And today we're seeing it at $47,000. Today we're seeing Elon Musk get into the game, guys. Okay, so there are different types of people out there. There are the people that are the sheep. They like to borrow money. They like to be totally in debt. They like to do what everyone else does. Not Mr. No Fluff. Mr. No Fluff is doing stuff when other people are not doing it, guys. I'm making moves when it's not cool. When it's not cool, okay? And this is a real good one too. It says why I'm buying while it's crashing down versus when it's going up, right? So 3 years ago, I was buying cryptos and people were laughing at me. Look, I only got 66 play because only the real realized that I was right? And the sheep are following the guys that 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, saying, hey, I just bought a bunch of Bitcoin. Hey, I think Bitcoin's undervalued when Bitcoin's already at $30,000, $40,000. They think it's undervalued. Now, do I think Bitcoin's going to 1 million? Absolutely, right? But at the same time, I'm not buying into the hype, dude. I'm not chasing the high. I would never do that. That's the dumbest thing to do. But there are other gurus that have millions of followers and they're chasing the high. And, not only they're going to lose a lot of money, but also all their followers, guys. Anyways, guys, click the like button, share this message. For my family, your family, much love to you. Don't take no for an answer.